After the disappointment that was Spectre, I was very worried for the future James Bond films to come. But man, this film was actually really good. Much better than I expected, actually. For the most part, it was great, and an amazing conclusion to the Daniel Craig James Bond movies. I'm really happy that after this incredibly long break from the theaters due to the pandemic, that this is the movie I returned with. I'd honestly recommend it to any James Bond fan, or fan of action movies in general, so here are my thoughts. To start off, the action in this film is great, and I honestly think it's the best out of all the Daniel Craig James Bond movies. The choreography is incredibly well done, and the great sound design helps a lot. There are so many memorable action scenes from this movie, from the scene where James Bond swings under the bridge, and also where he manages to barely dodge a moving car by hiding underneath a rock. It's truly insane. Another thing to point out is the acting, which, like always, is really good. Mr. Craig himself is good as Bond, like always, and the new characters are very interesting. I mean, they aren't the most deep and complex characters ever or anything, but they serve their role and add a lot of entertainment to the movie. Bond's replacement does a good job in my opinion, and characters that I thought were pretty weak in Spectre are written better now and are made more interesting. The romance between Madeline and Bond is greatly improved on in this film, and is more believable. The music is also great. The Bond theme is always a banger, and the new opening theme by Billie Eilish absolutely slaps, especially when it is paired with the really nice title sequence. This is definitely better than Spectre's, which I thought the opening and the music were not well done, and honestly didn't really fit with the movie. Okay, so this movie isn't perfect. To start off, the writing could have been a little bit better. There weren't many, but I did find some questionable lines of dialogue here and there. Like, there's a part of the movie where Bond blows up someone's head, and he says something like, "I guess I blew his mind." And the new 007 says something like, "Time to die" when she kills someone. Like, it's a little cringeworthy, but it happens so rarely that it doesn't ruin the film for me. Also, I feel the villain could have been a bit better. Not to say the acting was bad or anything, because it definitely wasn't. But his motivations are a little weak. But that's all I really have to say, because the movie is really good, and the problems it has does not ruin the experience for me at all. Okay, now I usually don't talk about spoilers in my reviews, but I feel like I have to for this movie, since there's a strong opinion I have for something that happens toward the end. If you want to go mostly blind, which I would highly recommend by the way, make sure to skip to the time frame on screen now, or just use like the chapters feature YouTube has. 3, 2, 1, Freebirds. Okay, I'm just gonna say it. I love the fact James Bond dies in this movie. Okay, that might sound a little weird out of context, but I genuinely think it was the right thing to do. It was such like a nice subversion of expectations and made the film so refreshing. It ends the story beautifully, and it was a very smart decision by the director. So overall, this movie was great. I'd highly recommend it. It was a fun time, and even with its flaws, I feel like the pros honestly greatly outweighed the cons. And I'm really happy that this is how the Daniel Craig James Bond era ended. I'm so happy it ended with a good film. So anyways, yeah, highly recommend it. Also, I'm happy to be back. I know I've like I know I've like disappeared for 3 months, but I do want to get back into making videos because I love doing this. It's so fun to me. And I have been watching some movies lately. To count, I've been watching The Irishman, Spirited Away, and I also watched the new Matrix movie, which I might do a review on. I'm not sure, but those are some things you can look forward to. But I feel like I kind of feel bad for saying that now because I feel like every time I like talk about upcoming stuff, I always just like disappear for like 3 months, and so it's like I don't know. Like I'm so bad about procrastinating. But anyways, I hope you enjoyed the video, and it was nice seeing you guys. Bye bye.